From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 180. 105. Shot.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Look, already running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. 28-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Just set. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will complete to Yoshibas. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for him with Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Burrow on play action. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off from the Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Purdy now to throw. Completes it to Jennings. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Bengals 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Get set. 18. What's up?
Now Purdy. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jennings. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And I don't think he got there, no. She's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Get set. 21.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. But he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now again to the big fullback use check. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Get set.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bengals nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. To the pitch and catch, good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Purdy on the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
An extra point try now for Moody. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Back to the score, Niners 14, Bengals nothing. Jake Moody to give off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Open man is Chase, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Room to run at the 50. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11.
passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Shotgun now with Purdy. Steps away to his left. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 12. Side. 180. Side.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Gun. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 26-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Purdy. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to throw, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's Purdy. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Purdy now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Burrow. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready?
First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 1, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first
Here we
down.
go. 180.
Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Yards to go.
On 1, ready?
Now the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Elliott gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Can. 11 MT. 11 MT.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
18. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging on to this slimly. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
Throwing, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
18. Watch out.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up and fix it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
18.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
18. Corner.
Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, can.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Here we go. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10.
Outside. 118. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.